Let me talk now. So Ebuka is a group thing. The people I actually gave name at their body, Own was not actually my idea. The gigolo was mine. The improper fashion was mine.
I would describe her as a nice young lady, I guess.
Sounds a little different from how you've described her to Sheba a few times, but I'll be back.
Sheba, we discussed Neche before. We discussed Neche.
Come see. Do you trust all the boys this season?
I still don't trust him because I don't trust anybody, just myself. So yeah, just Yusuf.
Just Yusuf?
Yeah.
You trust Barry?
So with Barry, I don't see Barry.
Based on results, yes, I think that Araga was intentionally kept to continue the storyline that Goddessa and himself and Barry are developing. And you could just tell from his response to that they made a good choice. Neche is a coward. Goddessa is a coward. Sheba too is a coward. I said what I said. Oyin stood on business. Araga also stood on business. Let's talk about the explosive eviction that we just had tonight. You guys. I wasn't expecting Oyin to be the one to stand on business. And I was correct about Araga. It makes me feel so good. I knew that Araga knows exactly what he is doing when it comes to Barry and Goddessa. First off, thank you for joining me. Please like the video, okay? I promise you this video will be worth your while. Also, subscribe or follow depending on where you are seeing this. And let me know your thoughts as well in the comment section. So, after the eviction, when the voting polls were shown, Araga and Gerald were to follow. Kamsi was the lowest, followed by Araga and then Gerald. I am happy that Gerald is still in the house because it would feel so terrible that the week that someone put you up is the week that you are gone. I don't know how people who go home that particular week would feel like. But as for Araga, they definitely kept him because we were expecting 2 people to be evicted, but they intentionally evicted 1 person. And anybody that is watching the show can realize that Araga being in the house is necessary for the Goddessa Barry storyline that is developing. Okay? So I love that they have kept him on. I absolutely have no problem whatsoever with saying Araga stay on in the game. When Araga was asked by Ebuka about the bro code thing happening in the house, he literally told Ebuka that he does not really trust any of the guys, that the only person he trusts is Yusuf. And even that Yusuf, he don't really trust them, saying no, they trust anybody. That's how Ebuka asked him that, what about Barry? He said he doesn't see Barry in the house. Ooh! I tell you, if Ebuka drop the OP this night on his page, Ebuka will get millions. Trust me, the tables he shook and the way that he shook the tables, very indirect. Very indirect. I wish that Ebuka had asked Barry a question too, because I feel like Barry would have been a coward too. But hey, he's still in the house. We have time. I'm pretty sure that next week or the week after he go reach Barry turn. You know, the mills be grinding slowly in Biggest house, but they definitely grind some really fine storylines. Anyway, so I am happy that Araga literally stood on business and said he's not seeing Barry in the house. Like I said, I've always said that Araga knows what is going on between Goddessa and Barry. You cannot tell me that you see them in the garden, they're spending a lot of time together, you cook food, you carry to her. People are calling him Mumu. He is not. He has a storyline, golden storyline on his laps. Guy man is sharpening it. He's tending to his garden. That storyline that, you know, Goddessa has used her own 10 toes and 2 fingers, abi 10 fingers to build. Araga is tending to it because that storyline is gold. It has earned him another week in the house. Yes, he would have been out. And if you think that the storyline in the house is not the reason why Araga is safe tonight, then I don't know what you are watching. You're probably just watching for surface, you know, entertainment. But not you. I know. So Araga is neither a woman rapper nor is he clueless. Araga knows exactly what he is doing. Okay? Imagine if Ebuka had called another guy's name. Araga would have said what he has to say about that person. But when he says it does not see Barry, you know exactly what he means. And it does not, like the words were so perfectly collected that you can tell exactly where he said this at. He knows what's going on. He just doesn't care. And when he says it doesn't see Barry, right? You would think that Goddessa would also take a back seat and really think. But I know Goddessa, she will not think. I'm talking about Goddessa. What a coward. And I know a lot of people, probably even in this comment section, would say, when did Goddessa talk about Neche? Oh, she did. She did. She talked about her. You remember the night, what was that? Like a night, 2 nights ago, when Barry and Goddessa were having that long conversation until Gerald had to come and call him, and he was like, it is Goddessa that is making me stay there, like she's the one chasing after me and all of that. Yes. That particular night, right? After Barry had left, she and Sheba decided they had their own time to converse on what she had, the talk that she had had with Barry. That same conversation was when she said that Barry was jerking off to... It was in that same conversation that they talked about Neche. Both of them. They did. That was, 2 nights ago? And now they are forming Bbnaija. Goddessa is forming Bbnaija and asking Sheba if they ever talked about Neche. You guys did. Why won't you stand on 10 toes and say it with your full chest? Like, if you can... This season, we have too many cowards. That's why, like, they can't... Even the things that... Even Sheba... Yeah, that's why I say Sheba is right where she wants to be. After that whole table shaking from Ebuka, I saw Sheba's fan saying she should stop being friends with Goddessa, that Goddessa is staining her white. I'm like, Sheba is older than Goddessa. Yes. She's 2 years older than Goddessa. She knows exactly what she's doing. She is right where she wants to be. Okay? She's right where she wants to be. Stop making it seem like Goddessa is the one controlling. Goddessa is not controlling Sheba. Sheba is not one to be controlled. Your girl knows what she is doing. I feel like when you do that, you want to infantilize Sheba to make it like, why would you want to talk down at Sheba as though she does not know her left from her right? She knows. She's intentionally doing whatever it is that she's doing. Another person that was a big coward was Neche. Yes, today I enter everybody. Neche went to the diary session. Even before the diary session, she used to say, oh, the people that are closest to her are the ones that are sabotaging her. Agreed. She went to the diary room too and told Big Brother. She even mentioned Sheba's name in her diary session. Now, finally, Ebuka asked her, okay, first of all, he said, what made you switch up, or who switched up on you? Okay, people did switch up on you. But then she started explaining that energies were off. That's why Ebuka was like, whose energy was off? She couldn't mention any name. Why? You mentioned Sheba. You said she's one person that you think was close to you, but it looks like they're intentionally, riling things up or sabotaging you. Well, that was not exactly the word that she used, but we understand what she meant. Why wouldn't you mention the name? But hey, Ebuka did not, push her further. He just said, now was your moment. And it flew right from here and past here. No one stuck. Nothing sticks. Because this was your moment to stand on 10 toes. But you revealed yourself as a coward. And that's why I said, Oyin, surprisingly, stood on business. She stood on business. And even called the names that she herself gave. Like she said, I gave the gigolo. I gave which one was the other one? Not Bole, improper fraction. I gave that one. So she knows that she's going to take on Nomi. And I'm like, Nomi didn't do anything directly to you. Everybody that is, like half of the people that don't like, 80% of the people that don't like Nomi in the house, they don't like her because it is generally acceptable to not like Nomi. It's just it. Nomi has fought with 2, 3 people, and we have a house full of adults, 20-something years old, 30-something years old, all isolating her, fighting her because of those 3 fights. It is because it is popular to be Nomi's enemy. That's why someone like Flora would be doing that. Like, she didn't do anything to you. Anyways, at least I shall like him. I wish Ebuka had asked, Flora. But Flora chipped in, Flora and Oyin said, Flora did not waste her highlights. So the reason why they called Kamsi Bole is because she's soft, bodily. Because Ebuka was describing it as sometimes it is bonds. No, it's not. They said it's because she's soft. Said, okay, continue. And do you know the thing that is most interesting to me? The reason they are these names that they are calling people, if we are being honest with ourselves, these are insults. They are insulting these people. Because when you call someone a gigolo, calling someone a gigolo is an insult. When you call someone improper fraction, that's an insult. When you say someone is bole, that means their body is jiggly. It's also to a large extent body shaming. But hey, it's Flora and Oyin, so we are okay with it. People are even laughing to it. People are happy with the names. If it was another person in that house, we'll be dragging those people. But because it is Flora and Oyin, nobody is saying how wrong it is to give people those types of names. But it's fine. At least I love the fact that she did not deny. She did not deny that she gave those names. Same thing that Araga did. He stood on 10 toes and refused to be taken for a fool. That he knows what is happening. He just doesn't see him. You are not my competition. I was properly entertained. I am not going to lie. I was so entertained. I'm not mad at Kamsi's eviction. Kamsi didn't really give so much. This season, I doubt that I'll be mad at anybody's eviction. I think I was mad at Mercedes' eviction, but it didn't last. Like, I haven't really, there is nobody there where they go evict, where I go to vex. Nobody has given me enough to work with for me to say, this person's eviction pain me. Anybody can go for all I care. Yeah. But you know one thing about tonight? There will be drama. Endless drama. There will be side talks. A lot of side talks. And yes, Ebuka even told them, like, I just they talk, everywhere strategy, no action. You people don't have entertainment value, now so strategy full on our heads. And I said it too, that a lot of these housemates think that by this time they are celebrities, so in their head they are protecting their brand. You don't get brand. You ain't got no brand. But instead of entertaining fans and people who are watching the show, you would rather sit down in your comfort and think that you have now become one big celebrity. Ebuka told them that nothing is guaranteed though. The time in this house is fleeting. Highest na 10 weeks. Highest, pata you even make finalists. Now 10 weeks you get to stay for this house. Enjoy your time. No, they do too much strategy. They give us zero content, zero entertainment value. I hope that they understood what Ebuka said, because a lot of them then are Olodo full there. Plenty Olodo. The type of people that, all those type of Olodo we get pride in their ignorance. Yeah, now then fool the house. That is why we are not getting a lot. No substance. Anyways, did I miss anything else? Oh yes, Chimsom won a laptop for being most influential housemate, and Soltex won most influential housemate, so he won a tab. It feels so good. Someone was saying that henceforth these housemates are going to put in a lot more effort into their wager because they are seeing the rewards trooping in now. I hope they do, because I want to enjoy the wager presentations. If not for anything, at least let me be looking forward to something concrete that I will enjoy every week. You get. Anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comments. As always, please like, subscribe or follow depending on where you are seeing this, and I will be back with more gist soon. To those